Welcome to the Question Will Answer Show. Do you remember the time before we had Google and you had to try and figure out questions all by yourself?
I do.
That is what this show is all about. Jimmy, Paul and myself get given questions by you guys. We try and answer them the old school way by trying to figure it out for ourselves. Obviously, we don't get the questions in advance.
Not obvious. They wouldn't know that.
Well, I think it's obvious. We don't get the
You're
questions.
the one telling the story, but they wouldn't know that. It's not obvious to them.
Alright, so I'll take that out. We definitely don't get the questions in advance. We try and answer them on the fly in the old school way, just like we do in the Google.
Hyperbole.
Yeah.
Hyperbole.
All right, do it.
All right, the first question we've got is from @Pat Jones.
Patty Jonesy.
Patty Jonesy. We've been there.
Yeah, we've been here.
If Cinderella's shoe fits perfectly, why did it fall off?
I mean, that is a flaw in the story, isn't
question.
Because obviously they were made by a fairy godmother. Is it fairy godmother?
Yeah. Who else makes shoes?
I figured as much. Glass slipper.
Yeah.
It fit her perfectly.
Can I
Everything
also
was
say,
perfect.
what a stupid shoe.
it? Glass slipper.
That is a crap shoe.
You imagine running in that as well because she ran.
You can do anything.
If that
in
broke,
any kind of... Okay, yeah. Okay,
she'd have shards of glass in her foot.
Well, you can't run in it, can
No,
you?
you
You
can't.
can't even walk in it, really.
What about like that Pyrex sort of stuff? That doesn't shatter, though.
Pyrex.
Well, not in the microwave anyway.
She could have put her shoes in the microwave.
Yeah, it could have been a
That'd
Pyrex
be
shoe.
fine.
I mean, it would get pretty hot.
Why? Hang on, but there's a few problems here.
Yeah.
Why has no one ever questioned, first of all, glass slipper? Like when she said, I'll turn you into a princess or whatever. Oh, look at that, you're all dressed. Why didn't she go, what the hell is with these shoes?
Yeah.
And she should have gone, oh yeah, hang on, let me make something that's not the dumbest shoe ever.
Maybe it went with the outfit.
Nothing, glass, anything doesn't go with anything.
I feel like it goes with everything because it's like completely like opaque, like it's see-through.
Oh, right. Okay, so
Our podcast has turned from a question and answer show into a fashionable advice show.
Yeah. Well, when you're
Glass
trying
slippers
to
go with everything.
glass clothes are stupid, right?
well, we don't
So
say
no one does
clothes. The clothes is different to shoes. I mean, shoes are always going to be a bit more of a less malleable kind of material than everything else.
Shoes?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, like more.
But still,
glass is definitely very
not
unmalleable.
it's dumber than a clog.
yeah, that's it. You wear wooden shoes. Well, I don't. You
No.
don't, but yeah.
Wooden shoe is a very stupid idea.
But I mean, back to the question.
It might be warm.
No, we're not
I think
going
it
back
might
to
be
the
warm. A clog might actually be warm.
I think it's because it floats.
What?
So if you take your shoes off at the front door in Holland, because that's where it's from,
Yeah.
they've got lots of waterways and dams and dikes and
It's
all
not
that sort of
Venice.
stuff.
No,
but you just park
Holland,
'em and
Holland is half of that country's been
it's low.
reclaimed.
Yeah,
It's low, right?
Yeah,
It's underwater.
It's
under sea
underwater,
level.
yeah.
It was
So-
under sea level. It was not underwater.
So if
It was underwater.
yeah, but
It used to be a lake.
It's
if it floods,
It's reclaimed land, though.
Yeah, okay.
But
Oh, they
think
pump
about
it
it.
out. Yeah.
think about it. If the dam breaks and your house gets flooded,
Yeah.
at least your shoes will be floating on top.
That's fair.
That's a good point.
That's a
Easy to
Because that
find.
is better than them also being, at least you can...
If you're going to lose everything, at least you got your shoes.
Would you rather lose everything or everything minus your shoes?
Although we've been through this, wet socks are the worst.
Yeah, we
is.
went through that.
Yeah, it is. Maybe if you had little holes in your wooden clogs, they'd drain out though.
Well, they
Then
wouldn't
they'd stick
float
to the bottom then.
Then they wouldn't
They
float.
wouldn't float.
That's
Good
terrible.
point. Good point.
Yeah. Have you been in a boat with little holes in the bottom of it?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
obviously, if I had,
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
yeah,
You
be
wouldn't
here.
say that. You wouldn't...
All right. So the question being, why did her shoes fall off? Then, like, obviously, it's a flaw in the design.
No, it's a flaw in the
Do you think it's a
storyline.
glass?
Oh.
It might not be. It might not
it
be.
is because think about
might
like
not be.
okay, if the glass shoe, if she's already wearing it and it's made to perfectly to fit her,
Yeah.
which we know it is because that's how she's located,
Yeah, but
then
that's right.
then how did it come off?
Okay. Okay, let me think.
And why only
Does
one?
it just come off when she's running, or does like it get stuck on something and it rips off?
Well, from the storybooks that I've read,
Yep.
I'm pretty sure it comes off in the stairs as she's running down.
It's a stair thing.
Yeah.
Could it get stuck on the stairs? Like,
Oh,
could it
okay.
get caught on the
Okay,
stairs?
question without notice.
Good.
I'll allow it.
Would you say you've walked many a stair in your life?
I'd say so.
How many shoes have you lost in stairs?
But no.
Yeah.
I would
When
say.
you're-
But how many glass slippers has he worn while he's navigating those stairs?
No. Answer the question. When you're walking, up or down a staircase,
yeah.
how many shoes have you lost?
Few.
A few or few?
Like, very few.
Like none?
I would love it to be none, but I feel like it might have happened.
What?
Really?
All right.
Well, it wasn't a good fit.
Let
then,
me
was
speak
it?
to someone that's...
Wasn't a good fit. No, you're
Ryan,
right.
how
No,
many-
Your shoes shouldn't fall off on a
No,
staircase.
yeah.
It's
Especially
no
if not they were made, especially if they're custom built,
Custom made,
by
yeah.
a fairy godmother,
Yeah, or anyone,
made
really.
out of a
Anyone that
material
custom made,
that
yeah.
isn't going to stretch.
Yeah.
It's not going to... I mean, it's going to wear.
Could that be it? Was it a cold night and her feet shrank?
Yeah, it's like your rings or your watch. or
Yeah,
anything
yeah.
like
Like
that.
your wedding ring can like fly straight off on a cold
Yeah, that's
day.
true,
Yeah.
yeah.
Is that what it is?
Good story.
It's midnight when it happens, so it's getting cold, probably.
Speaking of
And
rings
it's
flying
also...
off.
Wait, no, wait.
No,
on.
no, the,
We'll come
detec-
to that.
the
We'll come to that.
detectives at work over
I'm the
here.
detective.
No,
yeah,
I'm
please.
going to take a
working.
hiatus from that.
All right, no, Ryan's got the floor, sorry.
go for it.
I went
Go
fishing
ahead.
with a mate. You
Yeah.
know him, Pete.
Yeah.
And we were fishing, and
Wait,
he...
on which Pete?
Munga.
Okay.
He was cutting up a fish, obviously get ready for the bait, and obviously hands are all slippery.
Yep.
So he washed his hands in the water, and as he... What was he doing? He went to throw the fish guts.
Yeah,
Before
yeah.
he even washed his hands, he went to throw the fish guts, and because of the lubrication of the fish guts, cold night or cold morning, whatever, his ring just went... Fling, fling,
Oh,
fling,
see you
fling,
later.
And just off into the ocean.
He never
now,
saw that
we're
again,
about
did
20 k's off the heads of Sydney.
That's cool.
And it was
Yeah,
gone.
Yeah.
That's a shark is swimming
He
around.
literally
with
just
that.
watched it. And the funny thing was, he just went, oh. Because what are you going to do? You can't
You
jump
can't
in.
dive in and chase it.
You can't get upset
Oh.
about it. It's gone.
Would you like in all honesty though? Would you be like
He threw his wedding
Would
ring.
you
He just
would you
Threw it into
personally
the ocean.
would you be super upset about it, or would you be more worried about how your wife feels about it?
Oh, my wife wouldn't care.
How would you feel about it?
I would, if there's a good story, like I accidentally threw it into the ocean with fish guts.
You'd probably be happy.
I'd be
about
happy
it. Yeah,
about
because
it.
you could just tell that story like
I'd love that.
14,000 times.
The
Yeah.
funny thing was, he lost a lure on the same fishing trip. He was more upset about losing the lure than he was about losing his wedding ring.
Okay, so here's what I reckon happens.
Yep, keep going.
Okay, glass is a stupid shoe,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
That might not factor into this at all. No, yes, it might. Because
'Cause
it's got no stretch or give,
Oh,
right?
but does it? When glass gets cold, it contracts, doesn't it?
Not
glass
much.
expands and
It
contracts.
would, but it wouldn't do it much.
You
I
know
feel
when it's
it'd
like a
crack,
super
every
cold
time.
night and you hear all the... I don't know if you've heard this. Like at my house, when it's a cold night, I mean, when it doesn't get that cold in Sydney, but like you actually hear the
Yeah, but that's usually metals.
window pane. Is it
That's-
metal?
yeah,
is
it's
it?
metals and wood
Yeah,
and
it's
all
the
that.
metals.
Oh,
metals
is
and
it?
stuff
So
like
that's
that.
Metal
not,
mainly
I
metal?
always thought it was the windows.
You definitely hear it, like if you've got a tin roof, you hear that heating and expanding.
Yeah.
When it colds, it
Contracts,
back
yeah.
down again.
I thought
But
that
yeah,
was
I
a
reckon
glass.
glass doesn't do it much. Like everything does, right? But
Yeah.
I reckon glass would do it less than other stuff. Otherwise,
Less
it'd
than
just
like
be
your
cracking
feet,
all.
for example.
Well, yeah, like if you get cold, your body rips all the blood away from your feet and hands to
Yeah,
get
got
towards
to
your,
protect the vital organs.
You got it.
Yeah.
You got it.
You got it.
That's the way I do it.
Yeah, that's how I do it too.
Yeah. So
And I have a
you-
cold nose for it.
That's right. I've always said you pull your blood away well. But so
If
could
there's
that
anything
be
I'm
it,
good
right?
at, it's protecting my vital organs with warm blood.
Yeah. So then your foot gets. Because it is midnight when this thing happens, right?
Yeah, it is. It's a
It's
stroke
midnight.
of midnight.
It's probably called, what country is this? Is Cinderella from?
Oh, good
I
question.
want to
She's
say
big British,
I
right?
want to say France. I feel
She's
like it's
definitely
France.
French.
You
Cinderella
changed very quickly.
Well, you gave me good evidence.
Okay.
By
Actually,
evidence,
she's
you just
got-
meant you said something.
Yeah, it's somewhere in Europe, right? Anyway.
Yeah.
So
What was it
it's
say?
going to be cold at like it's not, like midnight's probably cold.
Yeah.
So the foot shrunk. And it was fitted at like probably 3 in the afternoon. I think 3 or 4.
Well, wait. What?
Is when the fitting
you think,
happened?
You
Yeah.
think so?
I'd say-
like
I'd
your
say so.
researchers suggest that.
I'd say so.
Yeah, it was late
Um,
afternoon. It was definitely late afternoon.
Late
Okay.
afternoon,
The
you know,
fitting happened.
maybe early after. I don't know.
After
either way,
after
wasn't as-
scrubbing some floors and
Yeah.
and
Well, you got a house to clean. You can't be putting on glass. You know,
terrible
So,
cleaning wear, isn't it?
oh, it's the worst.
Yeah.
So when, so when I think what's happened is the foot has shrunk with the cold. The
yeah.
shoes come off. And then when the prince goes and does a fitting,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he knows this.
Yeah.
He knows this. He's not going to
He-
fit it at midnight.
No. Also, that's
He's
not
He's
practical.
not going to get. You
Well,
get in
that's-
with the wrong
you
girl.
can choose when you're fitting. You
So-
can choose
so then
midnight,
what you're
actually.
saying
Especially if
is-
you're the prince.
When he's gone around to try and figure out who it belonged to, he then had to actually fit it at the right time.
He already
is
knows
what he's
well,
saying.
or at
hey,
least
what,
the right temperature.
what about the ugly stepsisters that have the massive man feet that don't fit into the slipper? Well, that would have been interesting.
Why are they even having a crack at it?
I mean, but the fact that they did,
They only
like,
hurt
you know,
themselves.
firstly, good on them. Like,
Oh,
you know,
yeah, that's
really
right.
trying to cram those like trotters in, but
Yeah. Trotters.
pig trotters.
Surely he would have recognised her by a face. Like he spent the whole night talking
Yeah,
and dancing
that
with
is
her,
interesting.
and he recognised her by
Never
a
thought of
foot.
that.
Yeah, like when I meet
Did you have
someone,
a face covered?
No.
Which country was it in?
we'll picture this.
Okay.
No, but when I meet someone, I don't like quickly glance at their feet to check that they are the person that I believe that I've met.
Okay. Right.
You know,
yeah.
like the next time you meet them, I don't go, yep, that's about a size 7.5.
Do you know what? How offended should Cinderella have been that he just goes, you know what? You're talking to me. This is not ringing any bells from the night
Yeah,
we
look,
spent
look.
together.
Here's
I don't
the
know.
shoe.
I don't
or
know.
the
It
suit
just
that-
wasn't memorable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was memorable was
You had a friggin' ridiculous shoe.
ridiculous
on.
shoe,
It was made of glass.
got stuck in a
That I
snail.
can't forget.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, so what we're saying is it was a temperature thing. Her foot was fitted by the fairy godmother
Yeah,
in late
yeah.
afternoon on an autumn day in France. The
And
foot was at its
unseasonably warm that day.
unseasonably warm. It was, yeah.
And if it was autumn, we've got to think about deciduous trees as well.
Yes.
Just keep that in mind.
okay.
Okay.
Don't know why.
Therefore, her foot was at its most swollen when
Yeah.
she was fitted for it. As the night wore on, dancing, it kept up that size.
Also, she was pregnant.
Oh,
Dancing, the heat obviously kept up that size. But then as the night wore on, it reached midnight, her foot shrunk in the cold midnight air as she
that's
was
right.
fleeing, and therefore
Fleeing, yeah.
yeah. Fling
slipped out.
Fling the scene.
the
so
scene.
obviously the prince then had to get the foot
And
fitted.
because the glass doesn't contract, we already talked about that, then when a foot went small, the glass just stays as it is.
yeah, but when a foot goes back to regular size, and
Yeah.
the prince whom only recognises the girl of his dreams via the size
Yeah.
and shape of her foot,
Yeah.
he's able to then.
Very satisfying, that answer.
Yeah,
Very
good.
satisfying.
Well
answer.
There we
Good
go.
job, guys.
All right.
Thank you very much. All right, let's jump into the next one.
Yeah.
We've got Joseph via email.
Yep.
Why isn't there a computer font for sarcasm yet?
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Fantastic question.
Okay. Patent.
You idiot.
Straight away.
Yes.
So that's from Joseph.
Yeah.
Joseph should have patented that.
Yeah. I mean,
Can we do that?
it's
Let's do it now.
because you've got Ariel. Is it Ariel? or
I
Ariel?
think it's
Ariel.
No one knows.
You've got what's Helectiva? Hecticva? The Apple one? Helvetica. Thank you, Toby.
Thanks.
We've
Our
got,
producer's helping us out here
Helvetica.
because our font knowledge is quite
Yeah.
lacking.
What about
probably
Times
gonna-
New Roman?
We're probably going to get a
Yeah,
review
no
on.
idea.
We're probably going to get a review on the podcast saying our knowledge of fonts is
Yeah,
quite lacking.
3 stars. Yeah.
In the same way that our predator knowledge is
Yeah.
also lacking.
Yeah.
So sarcasm, we need as a font. So because obviously when you're sending a text message, if you want to send something sarcastic, you've got to then do
Like, what do you
in
do?
brackets or
I don't do it.
Well, I feel like doing text sarcastically is a bad idea.
too hard.
because it's just too great. However, if I could press the sarcastic button,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
fantastic.
You could call the text sarcastica. That's what I would call
Not a
it.
terrible idea.
It's
Say
a
it
great
again.
idea.
Sarcastica.
Sarcastica.
You've had worse ideas.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one's allowed to use that.
Sarcastic.
Can we call it sarcastic sans? You know, like Comic Sans.
Oh, okay, sans. What's sans mean?
Sans
What?
means without.
Yeah.
So
Without
you-
comic. So Comic Sans
It's-
means without comic. Is that what you're telling me?
I
Yeah,
guess.
it's
Is that what it
very
means?
No, because I think you have a little.
Yeah, it
like-
means without.
Yeah.
Okay, no. Here's a question. When do you guys type documents often? Is that something
Yeah.
you do? Yeah. Likewise. What's your go-to font?
Okay, I'm going to say mine.
Yeah. Okay.
Verada.
Oh yeah, I don't
Verada,
mind. I
man.
don't mind Verada.
You know what I do hate?
It's nice. It's a thin one, isn't it?
It's
nice.
nice.
And thin.
Oh, I don't really
It's
care.
easy reading.
I don't really care.
Oh, okay.
No.
Do you just pick Arial first on the list?
No, because
No.
it comes up by default as Times New Roman.
Yeah,
and if you're
correct.
the type of person
He's a Times New Roman guy.
who writes a document, font 11 Times New Roman,
Oh, we can't be
you are
friends.
no.
I bet he doesn't even like 1.5 space.
He's still looking at us blank, like
you want
he's
1.5
unaware
space?
of what we're even
I don't
talking
know that-
about.
I don't think I write documents. No. Do you know what I'll actually do? I would just hit the. I'd even use the Microsoft Word suggested formatting, heading 1, heading 2. I just click that thing.
Oh.
Because then when you throw a contents table in, it goes in nicely.
No, that's okay. I'll allow that, but you
when
can
are
still
doing
actually
content tables?
change
What are you writing?
Oh, I'm writing stuff.
stuff, important stuff.
So your go-to is
Verada.
Verada.
Yeah.
Mine's the one that I pronounced incorrectly that Toby corrected me on, which is
Helvetica.
Helvetica, that's mine. But that's an Apple one. You don't. It's not on
You
Word.
understand it because it's got hell and that sounds cool to you.
Yeah, I do like devil horns when I'm typing. Yeah. I only use 2 fingers.
It's a very inefficient way of
Yeah,
typing.
it takes me so long.
Oh, man.
But I feel
But
tough.
you're a badass when you do
Yeah,
it.
like no one approaches
Yeah.
me at my computer.
Nah,
so.
I wouldn't dare.
So what would Sarcastica look like then?
Sarcastica, it's italics.
So you're saying is that what people should do is just do italics? You know what? It's,
No,
Yeah.
it needs to be a totally unique font. I mean, we're talking about different fonts.
got air quotes
we
everywhere.
can but we can picture them straight away, right? Like when
Yeah.
you said a font, I can picture it.
Yeah.
So Sarcastica should just
it's
be
gotta be a new
something
one.
we can all pick.
So it's definitely called Sarcastica.
Oh, it is.
that's
No,
not
I've gone with that. That's
no,
why I asked you.
no one's
what does
denying that.
Sarcastica look like?
Did I make that up or did I hear it somewhere and I don't realise?
I don't know. I think you made it up. I think
Great.
we've
Patent pending.
patented.
Patent pending?
Joseph will allow you in on it at the
Yeah.
entry level, seeing as you gave us the idea.
guess.
Yeah.
We kind of have to.
Yeah,
It's-
but what sort of shapes? Well, how do you picture the lettering?
So I just come up with the names. Let's gross that out.
Sorry, I asked the guy that uses Times New Roman.
No, do I? I don't even know what I use.
No, you
Well-
do, because you don't know, and that means that's what you use.
Okay.
I think Paul's onto something. It needs to be italicized style of
Yeah.
writing. It needs to be something
Backwards
that...
italics.
Oh, no, you said you just come up with a name.
Oh.
Not anymore. I've leveled up. It's backwards italics.
Wait, which way?
Wait,
so
but
italics?
some aren't. Some are forwards. It's all like all stupid.
Yeah, it's
Right? No,
randomized.
Yeah.
That
Some of the
sounds-
letters are full, like they've italics
But
so
do you-
hard they're lying down.
I feel like having sarcastica will
Yeah.
like revolutionize the way that we like text,
It would change the world.
speak via text.
Okay, so when you speak sarcastically, you often do it like quite thickly, like a really... Yeah?
So you're going
So
bold. You're
thinking,
going bold.
I'm thinking a bit of boldness
Oh,
needs to
and
be
it
in there
also
as
might be
well.
like super space.
Okay, can I just say
'Cause
that
you know you-
italicized and bold are almost like opposite in my head anyway.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, they're not. There's bold and not bold.
I know
and
that you can.
italicized and-
I know you can
Yeah.
bold italicized.
Bold and not bold are opposite.
So maybe
Oh.
it should be
Oh,
bold,
okay.
bold and italicized.
No, the way the italics work for Sarcastica, as the creator of Sarcastica, is that some are
I'm
forwards.
still getting a 25% split here.
Sure.
Wait, hang on. Does that
can
mean
you-
I'm in?
Yes,
I'm not
it
good
does.
at maths.
You're in.
Yeah, you're
60
in. Well, you're in.
Yeah.
You can, I don't know. Can you sell it?
I can sell it.
Then you're in.
I'm in.
Joseph has to. Be
Joseph
in.
is the
Well,
Joseph's in.
We'd,
Yeah.
we would like to thank you for listening to the last episode of our podcast.
We don't need this anymore.
We're starting up
So
our
who's
own
in?
font.
We've
I'm
monetized
in.
the font.
Ryan, you're in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in.
Jimmy's
I'm
gonna
in.
whinge if he's not in. Joseph's in.
I just want to be in.
Toby, are you in? Toby's in.
Okay, we're
I just
cutting down to 20% now.
Okay, 20%. I don't want to bring in anyone else though.
I just
'Cause I
want to
don't
say
know
I'm
what
in.
I don't know what a sixth is in a percent.
No, but
So-
I want someone to ask me what my side hustle is, and I want to say fonts. I mean, that's the conversation I want to have.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
That's a
it's
good way to
fine.
say it. And just
Jimmy,
leave
what's
it
your
like
side
that.
hustle? Fonts.
Well, you want
And
to
just
say,
leave it there. And they go, what do you mean? I mean what I said.
I mean what I said. Oh.
Okay, so we're going...
So why isn't there one yet?
Because we haven't
Because-
released it yet. Coming soon. Spring 2018. Keep your eyes out for it. It's
all right,
coming.
guys, you are welcome.
Sarcastica.
Keep a lookout for Sarcastica coming to both
what
Apple
fun.
and Word.
Hashtag sarcastic.
and
Just
next
before we
question?
Move, no, just before we move
Okay.
on, did we definitely establish? I just want to make sure we establish that the font is. It's a combination between standard italics, backwards italics,
No,
And
there's
bold.
no lie
Wait,
down
hold up.
italics.
non-italics. Like sometimes letters are not italics, just for extra mix.
It's sounding too random. It's not a font
It's-
anym's just a random.
It sounds like a child wrote it.
Oh, you know what's funny? The guy that didn't create Sarcastica is talking about Sarcastica.
I have a 20% stake in this.
He is
Okay,
earning
well,
his 20% here. Is what he's doing. He's earning his 20%.
I value your input. It's good input. Sorry, oh God, for a moment there it was chaos.
Yeah. What we
don't wanna
brought
do-
it back in.
well, look, the border fonts.
To be honest,
here-
I almost had letters falling off the row.
Yeah.
Falling off the line. Thanks for reining
No,
it in.
that's
different
ridiculous.
lines.
I wouldn't have been
That's
able
a
to-
crazy,
I wouldn't have-
crazy
I
letter.
would never been able to sell that thing.
Yeah, no, I feel like you don't even know how to use Microsoft Word after this conversation.
It's on computers, right?
Well, really, we don't want to give away too much away of Sarcastica because
Yeah.
then people are going to steal it.
Yeah.
We need to get in on trademark it, all that sort of thing
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
Good.
This would hold up in
Is there
court
any
as
point
a-
doing another question, or can we just wrap this up now and go?
Let's go. Toby, hit,
Okay, we'll do one more.
Toby, hit us with another question. We've got our last question here. It's sent in by Matt C. Bond. How does a bar of soap clean itself? And I'm assuming Matt means, obviously, you don't have to clean soap. It's obviously a cleaning agent.
Like,
itself.
why does it not get dirty?
Do you reckon? Do you reckon a bar of soap is like? I'm just thinking. Okay. When you share a bar of soap, that's pretty intimate. I'm just saying, like I come over to your house, right, and I'm like, oh, look, I've just
I
gone
know
to the
what you
gym.
mean.
Okay.
No, okay. What I'm saying is, I've just gone to the gym,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, oh, Paul, I'll come straight to your house for recording, but we're gonna need to have a shower. And
Yeah.
I'm sweaty, and I get in your shower, and there's a bar of soap sitting there,
Right.
by the shower.
It's a hypothetical.
This is literally
This hasn't
happening.
happened.
You're quick to jump in with that, weren't you?
We have shared
Well, you
soap
can.
before, and
We would have.
no, we have.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember. It meant more to you.
Look at you, so flippant with your
Yeah.
loaning out of soap. You're like,
Well,
have I shared soap with you? I'm pretty sure
some-
I've shared soap with everyone.
some people will
whatever.
share soap with anyone. Other people,
no big deal,
it's
man.
special, and it means something.
Okay, sure.
Okay, and I use that bar of soap. That's I don't know, like
yeah, I know what you mean. There's something
you
to
hear
it.
what I'm
Do you-
saying?
okay, so if we have visitors come over and stay at our house, my wife has soaps, either small soaps like the mini soaps
visit-
we
Oh!
flogged from the hotels. She keeps
Visitor soap.
She put it on their
Visitor soaps.
pillow.
She puts it on their pillow.
Put a little
the,
chocolate on there.
Yeah.
That's the Thomas Bed and breakfast right there.
Does she put a chocolate on there?
No, she doesn't do a chocolate.
Oh, tell her to finish the job.
Well, obviously, until we actually go public,
Is there a swan-shaped towel?
No, we've got to learn some of that towel art.
I would. Okay, if I stay at your house next time I stay at your house, which you, I
Nick,
want.
when and why will you ever stay at Ryan's house?
Look, just that doesn't matter. It's not
it could
relevant.
happen, man.
You live
Could
like a
happen, man.
suburb apart. Like, I can't
could
think of any
happen.
circumstance where that's going to happen.
Okay, well, either way,
Yeah.
um,
What do you want?
well, I want for you to put a mint,
Yep.
a little soap in the packet still.
Yep.
Do you
a
like
swan-
mint? I thought you were anti-mint.
That's okay.
Okay.
Take it or leave it.
Yeah.
If it's free and it's on my pillow,
As
I'll
part,
take
as
it.
part of
I'd
the
like to have
turn-down
the
service.
choice, Jimmy. I'd like to have the
Just
choice.
don't Homer Simpson it and like sleep on top of the mint.
Yeah.
Wake up with a mush.
I would like a swan towel
Yeah.
and an
I'm
access.
taking
an
notes.
and my room with like an access key, like a credit card key.
What about rose petals?
Oh, yes.
Nah, that's too much.
That sounds a bit clean.
I don't want that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so...
So she has visitor soap. Was the
She has
point of
visitor
that?
soap, and so therefore she obviously she doesn't believe the soap cleans itself and doesn't want to share it with any of her visitors. I think is where
See,
we're
I've
going.
got to admit, whenever you're at like a camping ground or whatever, and you're in like you're
Oh,
all in the,
oh.
you know what I mean, like you're in the shower,
Cubicles.
your
Cubicle
friends in the
showers.
next one,
And they,
they're
like,
in-
reach over
and
the
then
yeah.
someone goes, anyone got any soap? And,
Yeah.
and there's that moment where you go,
I do.
do I want to do I want to go down this road?
Are we? Is this where we're at?
Yeah,
Is this,
I mean, are you that dirty? How dirty are you? You're probably okay.
You know,
Water will do it, water
if,
will
you,
do it.
if you are that dirty, I don't know that I want it back. You know,
Yeah.
He had the soap bar. Keep it.
But you know what? It's right. It does clean itself, and the reason is because
So you're happy to use it?
it's a million layers. Soap's just a million layers. You wash one layer off.
Well,
all
it gets
it's
definitely
all-
gets smaller,
It
doesn't
gets
it?
smaller, so that's just gone. I mean, that's
Would you-
why.
okay,
Because it
do
wears
you-
away.
Do you
know what?
like wipe down that layer? So obviously prepare yourself before you use the soap after I've used it. Do you
Yeah.
do you
Look,
wipe away
can
a
I-
couple
can
of
I-
layers?
can I add to that?
Maybe you should.
Can
Yeah.
I add to that? Like, if I'm shaving, like, say I
Oh.
shave like around my beard and stuff, like,
Yeah.
and then I have a shower and I like, use the cake of soap as I'm like showering.
Yeah.
Then I look down at the soap and it looks like a porcupine.
Yeah.
You guys get that too?
I know what you mean.
Yeah, I'm just saying like that could be in there. For,
Like, that wouldn't just be specific to you.
okay,
Yeah.
good. That's like a few layers deep. Like that hangs around.
Oh, yeah.
That hangs around.
Yeah, the hairs go deep.
Yeah. So
Hairs go deep.
Well, what you don't want is to share that bar of soap.
You don't want to do that.
No, well the other.
You don't want to.
It's like sandpaper soap.
If I say, can I borrow a bar of soap? We're in the.
But you would be a good lender. Like, you would deal with that before you passed it.
I'll be
through to
picking
the
it out with
cubicle.
my fingernails.
Okay, here's one for you. You're at the camping ground.
Yeah.
And someone says, "Can you pass me a bar of soap?" And this is back in the camping grounds that have the
The
underneath
yeah,
it.
yeah.
The underneath
and,
it,
and
yeah.
you pass it underneath it and you drop it. Okay, and the soap's now touched the tiles.
I don't care about the tiles.
Whoa.
I won't wear thongs in
Do you
there.
know what thongs?
You don't?
Nah, I don't care about that.
Oh, how are your feet?
I reckon it's a myth.
It's not a myth. You got
It's a
web,
myth.
you got web toes?
Tinny is a myth.
Doesn't everyone? I reckon it's a myth.
Tinny is a myth.
Not friggin' tinny.
You know how when you take your shoe off,
What do they reckon you get from it?
you got to peel.
Tinea.
You know when you got to peel your toes
You
apart
don't.
after you take your socks
Fungus.
You don't get it from it.
Fungus.
You don't.
off?
Yes, you do.
No, I've been in stacks of camping grounds. I don't wear thongs ever. You don't get it.
You know what? I'm going to find which camping ground you go to, and I'm going to plant funguses.
Well, this is not controlled. This is.
Now, obviously,
Why
the-
don't you just put it in your shower if
I'll,
you're
do
gonna go
that.
this far?
I'll put it in his soap is what I'll do.
Hang on, but why don't you do that at home? Why don't you wear thongs in your shower at home?
Because there's not like
Because
1,000 people using
You
it.
got 5 in his
It's-
house.
No,
6
but,
in his house.
But
Oh, one can't walk. 5 in his house.
Yeah, but he knows all their feet. He knows that they're fungus free.
What if you went to like someone else's house, like a friend's house? You don't wear it in your friend's house. Some people got stacks of people.
Yeah, they do.
What if you went to Dave Cox's house?
Yeah, but
He's got like 10 people in his house.
Yeah, but
And I don't know how many people you've let shower in your
That's
shower
right. But you
now.
won't wear thongs there.
How do you know? How do you know?
Yeah,
You
he
do.
doesn't.
Do you take a pair of thongs?
No, I don't.
A good host would offer thongs.
Yes. Okay. I'll add that to the list of things that you want. You want a towel. You want a mint. You want your
right.
little individual
No,
soap
Paul
and a pair
doesn't
of
want
thongs.
thongs. Paul doesn't want thongs.
No, I don't want them.
He
Don't
doesn't believe in tinea.
I don't reckon you get it from campgrounds.
How do
I tell
get
you,
it?
you don't.
How do you get it?
Because I've never had it.
How do you
and
get it?
Different places.
All right. I think we're going to wrap it up there. We're going to say that a soap does clean itself because of its millions and millions of layers.
Millions of layers.
Yeah,
Millions
it's
of
getting
layers.
smaller all the
Obviously,
time.
we wipe the
Smaller.
germs off, but be careful. Watch out for the hair that goes really deep.
And don't worry about campgrounds because you.
Tinea is not a thing,
not
apparently.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a thing.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
What about on the walk up to the camp to the shower? Do you wear? You've got thongs on anyway because there's like rocks everywhere.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, so
and then
that's
you
a-
just wear them in back.
That's a bad
It makes
example.
sense.
Yeah.
Makes perfect
Yeah.
sense.
Okay.
What about when you go to a public bathroom? You wear thongs then, or you just go barefoot?
Oh, hazmat suit.
That's a thing. That's a thing. You know what's worse is go to the beach.
Yes,
Oh.
that is the worst.
It's worse because
terrible.
there's sand and there's water,
Everything.
and you don't know what it's
don't
water
don't
or
know
whether it's
what.
something else.
Everything's wet and you don't know
You've got
what
to
it is.
assume it's not water.
Oh, it's
Just
absolutely
safely, you've got to be
100%.
safe and assume it's not
100%.
water.
All right, guys, that's
Clever how
another
that chat.
I'll wear
episode.
thongs there.
That's another
Yeah.
episode of the Question Will Answer show for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe us if you want to hear more of this sort of content. Jump onto our website. You can find that in the show links and be able to follow up on us from there. Otherwise, if you've got questions that you want to leave for us, again, go to the website. You can drop off the questions there and we'll hopefully get to
Tweet them in.
Alternatively, you can send it through the socials as well.
Sock man.
Suck, man.
SockMed apparently is a thing. So don't forget, if you want to know the real answers, we've hopefully given you some good quality answers for those 3 questions. Old school style, if you want to find out the real answers, you can, don't even have to jump onto Google. You can go to our
Don't go to
website
Google.
and
Waste
you can
time.
hear the answers there. Other than that,
That's it.
signing off for another episode.
Thank you for listening.
Catch you next
See
time.
ya.